Hello YouTube, this is me, Mr. Shiny. This is episode 43. Our last game we defeated the Miami Marlins on our second game, so we're gonna go to our third game to defeat them for the last time, and then we're gonna go to Washington very soon. So here we go. And let's start. Excuse me.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the National League West, Danny Valencia was out of his mind with 3 home runs and 7 driven in, as the boys in blue took care of the Marlins 17-1. The victory extended their incredible run of consecutive games with a win. Phil Fuentes won his first game of the season.
It's a rainy Miami day as we get ready for baseball under the roof of Marlins Park. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Miami Marlins. The Dodgers look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Jason Hamill will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Up next from Miami, Paul Molitor, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First delivery to him on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Zero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I think everyone's wondering what's up with Bryce Harper. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
I really want to say thank you everybody for
With
always watching my
Merrifield
videos.
next
I
to
really
hit. Comes
appreciate
off an 0 for 4 in last night's
all of you
ballgame.
guys, and like it says, as always, I hope my channel
ready.
can
Here's the
grow
first
and
offering.
grow some more subscribers.
Comes right
I
after
really
him
much
with a
appreciate
fastball for
that
a strike.
for
Time
that
for a
too.
look at our umpires in this one. Behind the
I love
plate
doing
is
this for you
Patrick
guys
Johnson.
and doing this
You know,
like for a
D-Roll,
hobby.
Patty Johnson, you know, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
High in the air out to center field. And Escobar will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Harmon Killebrew. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Turned on down the line.
Oh, man.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
He enters here right at the 290 mark. 7 homers and 19 driven in. Fouled off. Springer, 28 years old. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player. Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense.
Still catch up.
And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Count even now at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this. A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Rich Hill. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Soft liner out toward left center.
Nice.
That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
You know, sometimes, Dero, it's a war when you're a pitcher and a bad hitting pitcher. The war is the war to try to hope that he actually hits your bat. And I think he won that war, Dero. That wasn't a very pretty swing, but it produced a base hit.
So what you're saying is you were in full warlike mode in Dodger Stadium back in the day when...
I sure was. John Cummings on the mound. He did me a favor. Threw me a heater about 92 with cut on it. Right off the barrel line drive between third and short. My one and only base hit. And I didn't even have a bat. I had to use another bat.
On to first, and they get the double play. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Jason Hamill, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Heading out towards shallow right. Stanton is there. Makes the play, 1 away. And with 1 gone in the inning, let's give you a look at the current standings in the National League West entering play as you see where the Dodgers find themselves in the division race. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Fouled away. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Whit Merrifield. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Merrifield swings a very capable bat against left-handed arms like this, even though he doesn't usually show a ton of power. He does put the bat on the ball, however, and of course his plus speed helps him pick up a lot of hits.
And that's what I love about him. He knows his skill set and he stays within himself and doesn't try and do too much. He understands what he's capable of, hits the ball on the ground, line drives, maybe a gapper for a triple, and puts the defense on their heels.
Escobar is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're up 2-0. Here's Bryce Harper now.
Leading off the 4th inning, right fielder.
Excuse me, I might want to put the pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Oh, 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
The windup and the 0-1. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
So he throws him for the strikeout. Carmen Killebrew goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
In there, strike 2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
High pop-up. Escobar will put this one away, and the side is retired. Miami down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in to try it again. Rich Hill. He singled his last time up.
Rich Hill.
Right.
From the stretch.
Come on.
Hit out towards second. Merrifield scoops it up, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. One left for LA. They trail things here. Digging in for his second at bat.
Alright, changing up.
For the Marlins, center fielder, George Springer. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 37, Matt.
Now here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The catcher, number 40.
Ready for another chance. Wilson Contreras 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And Albers gets ahead with the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
So far so good.
Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Hit hard to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Gerard Dyson, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Dickerson is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So 1 away now. And here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Killebrew in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. No hits to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded on to second, but the throw is wide.
Nice.
And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. The feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
Usually these guys turn the 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed there, and it sailed over the second baseman's head.
They don't want to risk it. Come on. Give me your best shot. Come on.
Giancarlo Stanton now. On a rope to the second baseman.
Ooh, okay.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. And stepping in now is the left fielder, Andre Ethier.
Come on. Give me a good one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. Dickerson is after it, and no one will track it down.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Jason Hamlin hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. A changeup over the inside corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
In now, Paul Molitor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 1-0. Sliders in for a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And that's taken for strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Kendrick is there for it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And now Bryce Harper. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Grandal is under it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Miami. They're up 2-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Soft liner towards short.
Nice.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding it.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 37, Matt Albert.
Jock Peterson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 31, Jock Peterson.
Swing.
Let's
and
go.
Drive to right. There it goes. And as Dodger fans have heard for years,
Nice.
he is out
Nice.
of here.
My first home run with Jock Peterson.
Jock
Nice.
Peterson with a 2-run blast. His first home run of the season as the Dodgers have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that "what have you done for me lately" world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Standing in now, Gerard Dyson. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Dickerson. He makes the catch. What a play on the run.
That's all right. At
in
least
the
we're
inning.
tied right now.
So it's
We're
2
good.
runs here on 2 hits,
Still
with
alive.
one of them being the home run. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami, and we are tied 2-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 43.
Digging in once again, Harmon Killebrew, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Out for the Marlins.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Here's the pitch. Popped him up. And this one drops. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 0-2 delivery. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready for another shot now. George Springer will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1, here it comes. Now Springer belts one. Carrying well out to left. And they have taken the lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that cut a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. There to get it is Kendrick. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kurt Suzuki will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Come on.
Kurt Suzuki.
Ground ball right side. Merrifield picks it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready for another chance. Justin Turner. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way.
Damn.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nice.
Line drive base hit
Corre,
into the
corre,
left
corre,
center
corre.
field
Let's
gap.
go, let's go, let's go,
Through
let's go, let's
first
go,
and
let's go, let's
hustling
go.
for second. He'll reach second now with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
Unless something miraculous happens here, that's looking like his last at bat, and this streak's going to come to an end. Hey, nothing to hang your head over. 20-plus games of giving your team a chance to win every night, finding ways to get on base. Hats off to you.
Damn.
No balls and 1 strike. Turner on 3rd with 2 out.
Come on.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In comes the runner from 3rd, and we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Dickerson.
Let's go.
But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at 3rd, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Ready once again, Danny Valencia. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And this is knocked down on the mound. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game.
Nice.
Awesome quality pitching. When runs are at a
Cannot
premium,
mess up
that's
this
what
game
makes you
right
feel
now.
really good about
Cannot.
yourself.
I will not. I determined to win. Really.
Hits this one hard the other way. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Tommy Hunter was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 40, Tommy.
So striding forward now, Kurt Suzuki. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed by Suzuki. He's down on strikes for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the eighth inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Here now the 2-2. Rounded down the third baseline. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this.
He's out, my friend. He's out. Come on now.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final
Tell him off, Dave. Tell him off.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and
I
off
knew it.
comes the headset,
He's out.
and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Whit Merrifield next to hit as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, fastball
Nice.
swung on
Equally.
and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Miami down in order. Score holds at 4-3.
Órale.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Center fielder, Gerard Dyson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Damn.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Merrifield brings it in. Throw on to first for the out,
That's
and
right,
that
that's
is
right.
how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Digging in to try it again, Yunel Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. High High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Nice.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it.
There's a swing and a drive.
Done.
And everybody's
Finished.
just gonna sit back
Not
and
game's over,
watch
but
that one
grand
fly.
slam.
A no doubt
Not grand slam. A home run, I meant to say. Double home run. Nice.
A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 38th home run of the season for him. And it's now 6-3.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal.
Now batting, left fielder, Andre.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Killebrews got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers out in front, 6-3. And now Bryce Harper. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Right, Harper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Go to.
Ethier
Nice.
is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
First baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marvin Killebrew. He's set, and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one.
Game is
Catches
over.
made, and the Dodgers will add
Thank you everybody
one
for
more
watching. You
to
have
their
been watching
winning
Mr. Shiny,
streak.
and
This
this was
ball game is
episode
over.
43.
And they've already put the
We will
all-time
see you
winning
soon.
streak record
Maybe
in
hopefully
their rearview mirrors.
in an
But
hour.
with every win, it gets further
Yeah,
and
in an hour,
further
maybe.
away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the
So
history
thank you
of
everybody for
baseball.
watching my channel.
6-3
I
the
really
final score
much
today. The Dodgers
but
came through late, taking the lead.
I really
in the 8th to
appreciate
secure
as
the
much
victory.
as you guys are
Tony
watching
Burnett
my
gets the
videos,
win
and
in
thank you
relief,
everyone,
his 2nd of the year.
and
Tommy
we will
Hunter
see you
worked
soon.
2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 2nd. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 6 runs. 11.
Nice. First home run with Jock Peterson.